found and what way we need to do it, it needed to be something economical where guys can use it and guys can do it, and it makes sense. I came up with a simple formula. I said I'm going to charge 120 bucks a week. It's really the best part of the whole darn package is the cost. It's 120 a week, which comes to about 480 a month. Or I tell guys they can just pay a straight $5,000 a year. Now, you might be asking, what all does that include? What do I get for the $5,000 a year? That's pretty simple. You get the report, and the report comes, you get the daily information, all of our news, and all of our proprietary. I get a lot of other stuff that I keep, in-house here in the office. But you get all of the proprietary information, including the daily report. You're going to get the hotline, and you're going to get to come to the seminar for free. We hold a seminar once a year here in Kansas City. Everyone's invited that signs up for the program and that works one-on-one with our team. So that's a big value in and of itself. From there, you're going to get access to all the programming and software that we've invested all this money into and all this time and energy to use for yourself. That's going to be a huge tool that you're going to love once we get it all implemented and in there for you. So all you're going to have to do is call up and just like I said, you're going to call up, talk with your advisor. You're going to say, "Hey Tim, this is Kevin out here in Kansas City. We just sold this, we just bought this, we bought some potash, we made these changes, put them in the program for me." And Tim's going to get it done, and you're going to have your program built. You're going to be able to see it every night. You're going to be able to look at it in the middle of the day. You're going to be able to see exactly where you stand at all times. And that's really, really one of the neatest tools of this entire package. From there, we're going to take that information and we're going to build you a specific plan based on our tools, based on the book that we've produced, based on timing of the market, based on when we feel the best time to take advantage of certain moves, the best time to re-own, the best time to put in hedges, roll up floors, things of that nature. We're going to build individual specific plans for each of your operations and for each of the guys that want to jump on board this program and this plan. That's all included. You're going to have your advisors going to call you once a week. I'm going to require each guy. That's the other thing. Well, let's back up here one moment. I'm only allowing each of my guys. We got a handful of guys here in the office that work with me that are experts, I should say, that really understand and know my program, my system, my information, and sit right by me. They're about 5 feet away. We're all in an open area at a desk out here in the middle of the office. I'm in the conference room right now. But I'm going to allow each one of them to work with 40 guys. That's it. They're going to start off, slowly, working individually with each one of you. And then every day, or I should say once a week, they're going to call and give you a courtesy call, let you know where the basis is in your area, let you know what's happening in your area, and they're going to ask you how things are going. And you can give them updates at that time. Or the best part of it is you guys can call into the office anytime you want. People that are involved in this program, like I said, I'm going to limit this darn thing to 200 people, period. End of story, because we just can't handle it anymore. I've got to have assistants and everything else and all kinds of overhead that go and that are involved with all this software and all this programming to run this darn thing. So that's really all I want to tackle at this time. But to make this thing happen, they're going to give you a call, and you guys have unlimited access to call them at any time you want. You're going to have not only the office phones, but you're going to have the cell phones. And what's going to happen is they're going to talk to you, get your information. If they have questions, or if you want them to ask me a question, we sit right by each other. They're going to be able to ask me a question. I probably can't take personal calls from every single person because I would never be able to get anything done. But I'm going to have my hand in and looking and overseeing everything that's going on with your personal account. I want to know if I say that we need to make some sales, I'm going to have them call you immediately, and they're going to tell you, "Hey, Kevin's saying we're probably going to need to be making sales in the next day or two. We need to get our ducks in a row here and make sure we can get this thing pulled off." These are going to be instrumental tools that allow you to focus on the farming, that allow you to focus on the production. We're going to give you these sales signals. We're going to give you precise sales signals. We're going to tell you not just time to sell, but we're going to tell you how many bushels that you need to sell. And I think that's going to be critical for guys. We're going to be able to tell you, "Hey, listen, the basis over here, we've called and done our checking for you. The basis over here is this or this, and this is what it's going to be." I'll tell you a little bit more. Once you get comfortable with the guys, we can even make the sales for you if you need us to do that. I had a couple of guys. I had one of the gentlemen in Canada, and I had one of the gentlemen in Nebraska that they were so busy out in the field, they had a couple of their hands quit, I believe, that they needed us to make sales for them. So what we would do is call them up and say, "Hey, Kevin's saying we need to sell 20,000 bushels right here. We've got this much left. We need to get to this percentage. Let's pull the trigger on 20,000. We've called 3 or 4 places. You said, here's the best basis. There's a couple others, and they might say, I'm not sure I want to deliver there. Let's pull the trigger over here. We'd say, okay. And they'd say, hey, can you call them for us and make the sale? And we'd say, no problem. So we'd get on the phone and we'd call the elevator, or we'd call the feedlot, or we'd call wherever they needed us to call. And we'd say, hey, we're calling for Mr. Jones down here, and we wanted to put it in the sale for him. And they'd already had us all set up and approved to make the call for him. And it worked really well. So the guys really appreciated it and allowed our guys to stay on the field and do their thing. Because a lot of guys will say, well, I got to get back to the office. I won't be back in the office till maybe late tonight. The market will be closed. Got to be back out in the field early tomorrow. Probably can't get the sale made till maybe next week. Guys, you know as well as I do, that's probably not going to work in today's marketplace. These markets move too fast, and I've seen it happen to too many guys. By the time they get back to make the sale or get their paperwork out and to get it figured out, we've done move 50 cents. And that's a lot of money out there today. So I'm just letting you know that's available. If any of you need our help or need us to be the go-between to pull the trigger and make some of the sales, we'd be more than happy to help you guys do that. We don't take any power of attorney on any sales or anything like that. We make sure we call you first. You have to authorize it. You say yes, you say no, you say call, you do all that. We'll just place the phone call if you need us to, or something of that nature. Like I said, that is available and that is a tool. But more than anything, we're building a program. We're going to help you guys take this thing and bridge this gap from point A to point B. I use the term a lot. I see guys, they get so much information and they get so many things going on. I tell them, I think it's called in the trading world, it was called paralysis by analysis. It's meaning you've got too much going on. You're trying to not analyze too much, so now you can't do anything. Your hands are just tied, and you really don't know which way to turn. That's why we're going to be here. That's what you need a coach for. That's why you need someone on the outside that's not so deep in the forest to see the trees. We can say, let's back up here a minute. Let's stick to our game plan that we built. Let's stick to our numbers. We said we wanted to be a seller at 7:05. The market's there. We need to pull the trigger. Let's not throw an order out there at 7:10 and never get filled and watch the market go all the way back to $5. We help keep you somewhat honest to the system and to the program. And I'll tell you what, boy, the guys really loved it last year, and we had just a terrific time. And best of all, the results were fabulous. I mean, everybody really hit their marks, and we had a lot of fun. Yes, the markets were good last year. Let's not kid anyone. But we've had these types of successes in the past with the marketing letter. We hadn't worked with individuals, so to speak, because we just thought they could kind of do their own thing and everyone just wanted the information. But what we found is people want more than that. People want more than just the information. They want to be implemented. And it's like anyone. You go to a gym, a lot of guys, you go there without a plan or without going to see a personal trainer. You have no program, you're kind of lost. You walk around, you do some things, you end up hurting your back, especially as I get old. I've found myself doing this. I don't need any help. I've lifted weights my whole life. I know all these programs. Well, let's be realistic. The next thing I know, I'm hurting my back. My wife's all mad. The kids are laughing at me, and, here we are. So what do? I sneak off when no one knows and go talk to a personal trainer and have him give me a strategy and build me a plan, and then I go to work. So that's the same thing we're offering right here. I tell everyone I tried to make it as economical as possible. At $120 a week, I promise you, you cannot hire a college kid to come into your operation and give you all the information we're going to give you, keep track of all the data, call all the places, get the bases, tell you when to make the proper sales signals, tell you when to pull the trigger, keep you honest, and educate you more than anything on this entire process for $120 a week. You and I know that's not going to happen. So the cost is it's got to be the cheapest in the industry. I mean, there's really no question in my mind as far as what you get. The other thing that I want to point out, and I want to tell everyone, what we do is we try and educate people, and especially educate the producers. I'm a huge believer in not telling someone what to do, but teaching them and educating them on what to do. That way, you can do it. You can teach your kids. You can show your son, your daughter, whoever's in the farming business, what you've learned and how to build these programs and build a proper marketing program that allows them to succeed. I think that's going to be one of the biggest hurdles that we face as we move forward is building a program that allows you to succeed. we help guys learn new strategies, how to re-own, what's the best ways to re-own, how to build floors and hedges and things of that nature. We teach you how to do that. We don't just tell you this is what you're going to do. And unfortunately, that's what's available out there. You go follow some of these other people that are in the industry, and it's just, here's what we're doing, here's the strategy we're putting on, this is what we're doing for your account. Well, you didn't learn anything. You don't understand the moving pieces of that. You don't understand the risk or how that works, or just how to even come to those conclusions. That's what we're going to do. We help. Not only are we going to come up with ideas and strategies, but we're going to teach you and explain to you how we came to those conclusions and why those are being used. And I think that's the most important part of this whole darn thing. You're going to learn so much. So at the end of a year, you look back and you see the money that you put out and what you've paid. Not only have you been incredibly organized, not only can you see a living, breathing marketing plan, but you've learned a ton when you get to the end of the line. So from there, you can make a decision. Do I move forward with this, or I've learned a lot. I took away a lot from the program, but I'm going to go my own now and do my own thing. That's fair, and that's all we ask, is that you give us a chance. Let us kind of show you what we can do. Let the guys work with you here in the office. I'm right here beside them. If you need anything, you can call. You can talk to them. You can talk to me. I'll jump on the phone if you need a quick second, and I'll be happy to help you guys from there. So I want to once again thank you guys for subscribing to the report and to the service. I hope you guys jump on board with us one-on-one. If you do, I'll for sure see you at the annual seminar. My wife, the kids, everybody will be there. We appreciate all you do for us, and I hope to keep kicking out good information. And like I said, the bottom line is trying to make you guys more money, so that's what we're going to do. Hope everybody has a good one. Thanks.